Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, Performance Nutrition. In this week's video, we're going to explore commonly asked questions about protein. And I'm going to take you through 5 of the most common protein myths that I often hear about, and finally set the record straight to clear up any misconceptions about protein. My name's Fonda, a performance dietitian sharing my passion for and knowledge of evidence-based sports nutrition to help you reach peak health and performance. If you are new here and you like what you hear, click that subscribe button on the bottom right of this video and click that bell icon too so you don't miss out on any of my weekly videos. I will make sure to include links related to this week's video in the description box below, but for now, let's jump into it. So our first question is that, are mushrooms a great source of protein? And mushrooms are often included as a meat substitute in vegetarian and vegan dishes and meals to provide an earthy, umami, and depth of flavour similar to that of meat. But mushrooms are a vegetable, and despite contributing a small percentage to daily protein needs, their protein content is quite low at around 2 grams per 100 grams. But mushrooms are a great source of vitamins and minerals, including vitamin B12, folate, vitamin D, selenium, riboflavin, antioxidants, and dietary fibre. So we do want to include mushrooms in our day if you like them, as they will contribute to your vegetable target, but don't get caught up in the myth that they are high in protein. Our second frequently asked question is, I must consume protein within 60 minutes after my weight training session to repair, recover, and grow. And research does suggest that if you want to maximize the anabolic potential, recovery, and adaptation to a weight training session, then consuming protein within the 60 minutes after that session is beneficial. This also represents another opportunity for adolescent athletes, those with larger energy budgets, or those who are wanting to gain weight make the most of another snack occasion to increase their energy intake, which is also important to build muscle. We do know that a single weight training session can increase the muscle building a capacity for up to 24 to 48 hours post that session. And given that most people who have a goal of building muscle mass will train at least 3 days a week, the body appears to be in a constant state of recovery. But making sure that you are meeting both your daily protein and energy needs is also important. Particularly the right amounts of protein and that ideal spread of protein throughout the day will be super important to help continue to feed your muscle the amino acids it needs to build, repair, and grow. Daily protein intakes have been suggested between 1.6 to 2 grams per kilo of body weight, and this would equate to a per meal recommendation between 0.3 to 0.5 grams of protein per kilogram per meal over 4 or 5 eating occasions. A third frequently asked question is, are nuts a great source of protein? And everyone I speak to thinks that peanut butter is a great source of protein. But like mushrooms, nuts do provide some protein, but they're mostly made up of healthy fats, so your mono and polyunsaturated fats. You'll need to eat a lot of nuts or peanut butter to get the right dose of protein for optimal muscle function, growth, and repair. Not to mention, the energy content would be astronomical. 100 grams of peanut butter will give you around about 24 grams of protein, compared with 100 grams of lean beef, which will give you around 35 grams of protein. And steak or lean beef, or any other meat product, is also considered a high biological value protein. So this would contain all the essential amino acids needed to assist with optimizing muscle function, growth, and repair. So I do hope that this myth has been busted. Our fourth frequently asked question is more protein better for building muscle? And this is not necessarily true. There's plenty of research out there in this area that shows that when protein intakes go beyond 2 grams per kilogram of body weight per day, there's no additional benefit to building muscle. But studies looking at weight loss generally recommend intakes greater than 2 grams per kilo of body weight. But rather than help build muscle, these recommendations aim to prevent a loss in muscle mass during an energy deficit. Higher protein intakes are also linked to a higher sense of fullness or satiety, which can actually help with appetite control. So older or masters athletes may need more protein to overcome the age-related anabolic resistance, but this should be individualized. Our fifth and final, not really a frequently asked question, but something I've seen in the social media, is that broccoli contains more protein than a piece of steak per 100 calories. So there has been an infographic circulating that touts that 100 calories of broccoli has more protein than steak. And I'm not really sure where this came from, because when I've entered 100 calories worth of steak or broccoli into my nutrition analysis software, it's found that 100 calories of steak will give you about 20 grams of protein. versus 100 calories of broccoli, which is about 1.9 cups, will give you about 12 grams of protein. So to get 20 grams of protein from broccoli, you would need to eat 4 cups worth of broccoli, which is a lot. So I think that this myth has finally been busted. If you still have some questions about protein, make sure you pop them down in the comments below and I can answer them. Or if you haven't already, check out my previous video on how much protein do you need, your guide to daily requirements, that I'll link in at the end of this video, so stick around. And if you are wanting more individualized and practical advice on how to achieve your daily protein targets, speak with a performance dietitian. And I'll also add links on where you can find a performance dietitian in the description box below. So if you've liked what you've heard so far, give this video a thumbs up, share this video, and subscribe to access more quality content. But that's it for me for now. I look forward to seeing you again in the next video. Fonda out.